Hey there, and good morning from Split, Croatia. We've just arrived. I'm actually on the rooftop terrace of our hotel overlooking. There's the old walled city of Split, and there's the Adriatic Sea, and we're actually getting ready to get on our yacht for the next 5 days to go tour all the islands, and I'm so excited. But before we go, I had somebody recently ask me, how do you have the business that you have and the lifestyle you have? Like, you travel everywhere, you go to these amazing places, and we're here in Croatia for the next 10 days, and when I thought about it, it really came down to 3 things. I want to share these tips with you quickly, and I want to give you a little bit of insight into each of them to make sure you're leveraging them for your business and your life. The first is be creative. And early on when I was first getting started in my business over 15 years ago, I had to be creative with my time and my money. Then I had more time, but not as much money when I was first getting started. And so I had to take advantage of opportunities when I necessarily couldn't afford it, but I had to ask the magic question, how can I afford this? Because the secret to remember is that one desire never causes harm to another. So for example, when I was first getting started, I love to travel. And you know me, I love to ski as well. And so when I first got started, I would take these ski trips, but I couldn't stop working because I had to keep working, so my clients would keep paying me, so I'd keep making the money. So I had to organize my travel in a way that I could travel and work at the same time. Now, I don't have to do that as much. So when I travel, I'm unplugged. But in the early days, it wasn't the case. Or another example that I wanted to share with you, my husband and I, we love going to concerts. In the early days of my business, when I didn't have as much money, I invested my time. I would volunteer for the symphony, for local venues, so that we could hear great concerts without necessarily buying the tickets. Now, I spend my time doing other things, and we actually invest in season tickets. And early, it not only allowed me to have a free ticket to the show because I volunteered my time, but it also allowed me to give back. So it was really a win-win-win. So be creative early on in how you spend your time, and always ask yourself, how can I, even when you think you can't afford something, how can I do whatever it is that you want to do? By asking that one magical question, it sparks the creativity, it gets your intuition in flow, it gets you out of your brain and invites more resources so that you can get creative in how you answer that question, so your work and your life can still balance each other, even in the early days. And then the second thing is leverage opportunities. And what I mean by that is this: when you are first getting started, actually I think this is smart whenever you're in business, especially when you're first getting started. Again, I didn't have the money that I needed just to invest in absolutely everything. So rather than buying things at face value, I would always invest when there was an opportunity to leverage multiple resources within one purchase, whether it was bonuses that were added in or special deals that people made and that they offered. So I would always leverage my opportunities and leverage the resources so I could make my money and investment go as far as possible. And then the third thing is it's one of my favorite cliches, work smarter, not harder. And Kate and I have this funny math that we do, 1 + 1 = 11. You see, in the early days of my business, I had to leverage technology so that I integrated technology to automate, streamline, simplify, and organize as much of my business as possible, because my time needed to be spent on finding clients, creating content, finding referral partners so that I could quickly build my business. I didn't want to spend my time in the back end, right? So I leveraged technology in the early days to allow me to travel, to allow me to have my lifestyle and my business, and both of those to be true at the same time. Now, over the years as my business has evolved, I leverage my team, and still technology, but I leverage my team so that they, like while I'm here in Croatia, They're still at home, they're working, doing what they love doing, so that we can get ready for our upcoming promotion and our launch that we've got, our next round of boot camp that's about to start up a little bit later this fall. And I'm leveraging technology and my team so that I can work smarter, not harder, so that 1 + 1 = 11, and I can really leverage that opportunity. So the essence is be creative. You can have work, you can have life. They can both exist in equal degrees of awesomeness at the same time. Don't sacrifice for one for the other. Just be super smart. All right, that's my signal. I think the universe agrees with me. We're about to go wander through the streets of the old palace. You can see through there, and then we're gonna hop on our boat. But I just wanted to share that with you so that you can create the business beyond your wildest dreams and live the lifestyle beyond your wildest dreams. If you know somebody, a coach, or an entrepreneur that's just getting started, or maybe they're struggling in their business, tag them below. Make sure they know these 3 things so they're not unnecessarily wasting time on tasks or the wrong things, so they can love what they're doing and help others create great transformation. All right, I'll see you soon. I gotta go.